Okay, hi students. Now we are going to discuss about reflection and refraction of plane waves. So first, before getting into this topic, just see the brief idea about reflection and refraction. Let us consider this is medium 1 and this is medium 2. Okay, and this is the wave I am incidenting, means here it like this. One wave is incidenting here. Some portion of the wave will bounce back into the same medium, which is called as reflection. So a minimum portion of wave will be refracted into the another medium, which is called as refraction. Okay, so this is reflection and refraction. If the incident wave, whatever you are incidenting on the surface of a boundary, if the wave is bouncing back into the same medium, then it is called as reflection. If wave is entering into another medium, is called as refraction. So here this reflection and refraction will be derived by using boundary conditions. Okay, so here we are having, this is the incident wave. We are having two types of incidents. One is normal incidence, another one is oblique incidence. Here in this lecture I am going to tell about normal incidence at different interfaces. Okay, so the very first topic is normal incident of a plane wave at dielectric interface. So here x and y, or I am taking, this is y is equals to 0 plane, that is x axis and z axis. This is medium 1 and here it is medium 2. The wave is propagating from medium 1 to medium 2. So whenever I incident a wave into this, so it will have both electric and magnetic components, which is EI, HI, and the reflected wave is like this, which is reflected wave ER, HR, and the transmitted wave is like this, which is ET, transmitted electric field, transmits magnetic field. So here it is incident, here it is reflected, here it is transmitted. Let us consider this. The medium character parameters are the permittivity epsilon 1 and permeability mu 1 and conductivity sigma 1 and the intrinsic impedance eta 1. These are the medium parameters. Likewise here also the second medium parameters are epsilon 2, mu 2, sigma 2 and eta 2. Okay, so here this is the incident wave and here it is the reflected wave along y axis. See here, this is electric field, here it is magnetic field, it is plane wave propagating direction. XY ప్లేన్లో నేను వేవ్ ఇన్సిడెంట్ చేస్తుంటే ఎక్స్ యాక్సిస్లో ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ తీసుకుంటున్నాను, వై యాక్సిస్లో మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్ తీసుకుంటున్నాను. మీన్స్ హియర్ ఐఎమ్ టేకింగ్ ద ప్లేన్ యాజ్ XY plane and the wave propagated along Z direction. That's why I am indicating at Z direction this is the transmitted wave. So now let us define the electric field and magnetic field components as the incident. For incident wave, the incident wave EI is equals to, let the magnitude EI naught e power minus gamma z into e power ax cap. Let it be equation number 1. Gamma is the propagation constant. In similar way, the magnetic field component of a incident wave is HI naught e power minus gamma z into ay cap. Why? Because the magnetic field is along y direction. Now we know that the intrinsic impedance eta is equals to E by H. So for incident wave, Ei by Hi. The magnitude is Ei naught by Hi naught. Okay. So therefore, convert this expression in terms of electric field component. So from this, Hi naught is equals to Ei naught divided by eta. Therefore, equation number 2 implies Hi is equals to Ei naught divided by eta e power minus gamma z a by cap. Let it be equation number 3. Okay. Next, let us define the transmitted wave. The transmitted or reflected ఏదైనా డిఫైన్ చేసుకోవచ్చండి. ట్రాన్స్మిటెడ్ వేవ్ డిఫైన్ చేస్తున్నాం. సో ద ట్రాన్స్మిటెడ్ వేవ్ Et is equals to the magnitude Et naught into e power minus gamma z along x direction only. This is equation number 4. So Ht is equals to Ht naught into e power minus gamma z a by cap, which is equation number 5. Okay. Now the thing is, again let us change this from again this equation Et naught divided by eta e power minus gamma z divided by a by cap. Okay. Eta is equals to Et naught by Ht naught. So the reflected wave is equals to, I am representing this as Er, which is Er naught into, which is as it is. See here, reflected wave is as it is along x axis, e power minus gamma z into ax cap. Let it be equation number 7. And coming to magnetic field component of a reflected wave, if you see here, this is positive y direction, but the reflected wave is, if you incident a wave like this, the reflected wave will be in opposite direction to the incident wave. So here the incident wave is along positive y axis, so the reflected wave will be in negative y axis. So Hr naught into e power gamma z a by cap. This is equation number 8. Here also it is in opposite direction, so for both of these two you will have plus gamma. Why? Because it is in negative z axis. Okay. And Hr is equals to, if you replace this with electric field component, it will become Er naught divided by eta e power gamma z a by cap, which is minus a by cap. So here it is minus. Let it be equation number 9. So here we need to calculate the reflected and refracted wave conditions. So for calculating reflection and refraction of a wave, just consider the boundary conditions. We have the boundary conditions from your Maxwell's equation or from your third unit. What are the boundary conditions? The tangential components of electric field are always continuous across the boundary, as well as the tangential components of magnetic field also continuous along the boundary. Now here I am assuming that, assume the region is a charge free region. When the region is charge free region, current density and charge density both are 0. Okay. Now so let us go with first electrical component. E tangential component is equal at both mediums, so which is, we have the transmitted wave is equals to Ei plus Er. Okay. Let it be equation number something 10 or 9. So in the same way, we have H tan 1 is equals to H tan 2. Here Ht is equals to Hi plus Hr. Now replace this with electric field component. Et divided by the intrinsic impedance at second medium is eta 2 is equals to Ei divided by the intrinsic impedance is eta 1 plus. For Er also the intrinsic impedance is eta 1 only. Okay, but here this is minus. So let it be equation number 11. Substitute 10 in 11. You get, in place of Et, substitute this. Ei plus Er divided by eta 2 is equals to Ei by eta 1. Here it is in reverse direction, that's why minus eta 1. So Ei by eta 2 plus Er by eta 2 is equals to Ei by eta 1 minus Er by eta 1. So bring like components into one side. I am taking as Ei divided by eta 2 minus Ei divided by eta 1 is equals to minus Er divided by eta 1 minus Er divided by eta 2. The LCM is eta 1 into eta 2. It will become, whenever you will take Ei as common, it will become eta 1 minus eta 2 is equals to minus Er common this day. Eta 1 and eta 2 is the LCM. It will become eta 1 plus eta 2. Why? Because I have taken minus as common. So eta 1 eta 2, eta 1 eta 2 both will get cancelled. So from this eta r divided by Ei is equals to eta 2 minus eta 1 divided by eta 1 plus eta 2. So this is called as, here we are expanding the transmitted wave. So here it is reflection coefficient of electric field. So therefore the reflection coefficient of an electric field gamma E is equals to reflected wave. It is the ratio of reflected wave to the incident wave, that is equals to Er divided by Ei, that is equals to eta 2 minus eta 1 divided by eta 1 plus eta 2. Here is the transmission coefficient of E field. Again take, we have Ht is equals to Hi plus Hi. Here we need to calculate the transmission coefficient, means T coefficient. So modify this expression. Incident wave, ఎంత amount of wave transfer అయ్యింది అంటే we should require the incident wave. So change this reflected wave components into transmitted wave components. First modify this into electric field components. Et divided by eta 2 is equals to Ei divided by eta 1 plus Er divided by eta 1. So here it is minus Er. We know that Et is equals to Ei plus Er. From this Er is equals to Et minus Ei. Therefore Et divided by eta 2 is equals to Ei by eta 1 minus Er will be represented as Et minus Ei divided by eta 1. So Et divided by eta 2 is equals to Ei divided by eta 1 minus Et divided by eta 1 plus Ei divided by eta 1. So just send this transmitted electric field into LHS. So Et divided by eta 2 plus Et divided by eta 1 is equals to Ei by eta 1 plus Ei by eta 1, 2 Ei by eta 1. So here LCM is eta 1, eta 2. It will be eta 1 plus eta 2 is equals to 2 Ei by eta 1. which is Et into eta 1 will gets cancelled. So Et divided by Ei is equals to 2 eta 2 divided by eta 1 plus eta 2. So here it is transmitted divided by incident will represent tau suffix e, which is transmitted coefficient. So this is transmission coefficient of E field. Transmission coefficient and refraction coefficient both are same. So the definition is, it is the ratio of transmitted wave to the incident wave, which is equals to 2 eta 2 divided by eta 1 plus eta 2. Next we are going to discuss about reflection and transmission coefficients of magnetic field, which is like this. So for deriving these relations, let us consider Ei plus the relation between incident, reflection and transmitted wave, which is Ei plus Er is equals to time. So we know that eta is equals to E by H. From this, E is equals to eta into H. Now convert all these expressions into magnetic field. So eta incident is in medium 1, so eta 1 into Hi plus the reflection is also in medium 1 only, so minus eta 1 into Hr is equals to the transmitted is into the another medium, which is refracted, eta 2 into Ht. So eta 1 Hi minus eta 1 Hr is equals to eta 2 into Ht. Now we need to derive the reflection coefficient. So in order to derive the reflection coefficient, convert this Ht in terms of Hr, which is Ht is equals to Hi plus Hr. So whenever you substitute that, eta 1 Hi, eta 1 Hr is equals to eta 2 into Hi plus Hr. So now write Hi it minus eta 2 into Hi is equals to eta 2 into Hr plus eta 1 into Hr. ఇది ఇటు పక్క పంపిస్తున్నా, ఇది ఇటు పక్క తెచ్చుకుంటున్నా. So here take Hi as common, you will get eta 1 minus eta 2 is equals to Hr common తీస్తే eta 1 plus eta 2. So the reflection coefficient formula ఏంటి? Reflected wave to the incident wave. So gamma H is equals to the ratio between reflected wave to the incident wave is equals to Hr divided by Hi, that is equals to eta 1 minus eta 2 divided by eta 1 plus eta 2. Next we need to consider, we need to calculate the transmission coefficient. So for transmission coefficient also take the same relation, so which is Ei plus Er is equals to Et. From this, for example, let us consider this is equation A. Equation A implies eta Hi minus eta Hr is equals to eta Ht. Here it is 1 and here it is 2. Here we require the transmission coefficient. Now convert this Hr in terms of Ht. Again from this, Hr is equals to Ht minus Hi. So therefore eta 1 Hi minus eta 1 Hr is equal, Hr is Ht minus Hi, that is Hr from this expression again is equals to eta 2 Ht. So eta 1 Hi minus eta 1 Ht plus eta 1 Hi is equals to eta 2 Ht. So 2 eta 1 Hi is equals to eta 1 plus eta 2 into Ht. So the transmission coefficient is equals to transmitted wave, the ratio of transmitted wave to the incident wave, that is equals to H2 divided by Hi is equals to 2 eta 1 divided by eta 1 plus eta 2. we need to calculate what is the total field in both mediums, in medium 1 and medium 2. Now we will calculate the total field in medium 1. The total field in medium 1 E1 is equals to both the incident component plus reflected component. So that is equals to incident component is EI naught into e power minus gamma z into Ax cap plus from reflection coefficient, which is gamma E into EI naught e power gamma z Ax cap. From this take EI naught as common, you will get e power minus gamma z, not alpha z, plus gamma E into e power gamma z into Ax cap. This is the total electric field in medium 1. And coming to the magnetic field, H1 is equals to Hi plus Hr. Hi is H I naught e power minus gamma z in y direction plus from the reflection coefficient, which is plus Hr naught into e power gamma z in negative y direction. So modify this in terms of electric field. A naught divided by gamma 1 e power minus gamma z Ay cap minus, which is Er naught divided by eta 1 e power gamma z into Ay cap. So from reflection coefficient, Ei naught divided by E1 e power minus gamma z Ay cap minus, it will be written as gamma E into Ei naught divided by eta 1 e power gamma z Ay cap. Take the common terms out, that is equals to Ei naught divided by eta 1 is the common term. You will get e power minus gamma z minus gamma E into e power plus gamma z in y direction. This is the total field in medium 1. Coming to the total field in medium 2, you will have the total electric field is Et only, that is equals to Et naught e power minus gamma z in z direction. Okay, that is equals to, in terms of incident wave, tau E into Ei naught e power minus gamma z is get cap. This is the total electric field component along medium 2. So similarly, the magnetic field component Ht is equals to, in medium 2 it is E2 is equals to Et only. Here H2 is equals to Ht only, that is H3 naught into e power gamma z Az cap. So that is equals to, in terms of electric field component, eta 2 e power minus gamma z Az cap. That's it. So here you need to note 3 points. Just make it as a note. Number 1, 2, 3. If the intrinsic impedance of channel 1 and channel 2 both are equal, then gamma is equals to eta 2 minus eta 1 divided by eta 2 plus eta 1, which is 0, and the transmission coefficient will become 1. If you substitute there, the transmission coefficient is equals to 2 eta 1 divided by eta 1 plus eta 2. So here eta 1 is equals to eta 2. If you substitute 2 eta 1 by eta 2, that will become 1. So if the intrinsic impedance of first medium is 0, then gamma is 1 and tau is also 0. If eta 2 is 0, then gamma will become minus 1 and tau will all become 0.